Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into something a little different today. A story actually called The Secret Power.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, it's designed for folks who are learning English.
Okay.
But
Like it.
I think there's something here for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of like a children's story on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some pretty big ideas kind of tucked away in there, if you look closely.
I think that's true of a lot of stories, right? Like, stories are a great way to learn new words.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to learn about life, too.
Oh, for sure.
Even simple stories can have,
Deeper meanings.
yeah, big ideas hidden inside.
So this story starts off in a town called Greystone.
Greystone. Okay.
And it seems like a pretty normal town,
Yeah,
you know,
uh-huh.
peaceful. But they have this one very strict rule. No magic allowed.
No magic, like they're afraid of it or something.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Like, why would they be so against magic?
Yeah. It makes you wonder.
Maybe they think it's dangerous, or maybe they just want to control everything,
Maybe
keep things predictable.
sometimes people are afraid of what they don't understand, right?
Oh, totally. And then we meet the main character,
Yeah.
a girl named Luna.
Ruva.
And she's just a normal girl.
Mm.
Likes to play outside, normal kid stuff.
Okay.
But she has a big secret.
Ooh, a secret. I like it.
Yeah, and that secret is magic powers.
Magic powers. See, now you've got me hooked.
Right. That's a good hook for a story.
It makes you want to know more.
Yeah, like, how did she get these powers?
Yeah, but
What she can do with them?
What about that no magic rule?
Exactly. So she discovers these powers out in the woods.
Okay.
Beautiful day, birds are singing,
Nice.
and all of a sudden her hands start glowing.
Whoa, hold on. Glowing hands? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, what is this?
Can you imagine, like, just going about your day and then, bam, magic?
I think it would be scary.
Yeah, probably a little bit.
And Luna's scared too,
Makes sense.
especially because of that rule against magic.
Right. She can't exactly tell everyone.
So she keeps it a secret.
Starts practicing in secret, I bet.
Exactly. She's practicing alone, trying to figure out how these powers work.
So she's excited about the magic, but also afraid.
Yeah, it's like this internal struggle, right?
Totally. We all have those sometimes, don't we?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like wanting something, but being afraid of it at the same time.
So as she's practicing, her magic is getting stronger.
Okay. Good for her.
But here's the thing. She's actually getting weaker physically.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so like one time, she uses her magic to move this big rock.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards, she's completely exhausted.
Oh, wow. So the magic takes a toll on her.
Exactly. And I think this is like a really important moment in the story.
Why is that?
Because it shows us that
Yeah.
magic isn't this easy, perfect thing.
Right. It has a cost.
Yeah, it's powerful, but it can also be dangerous.
Yeah. Like a turning point in the story.
Exactly.
We see that magic isn't always good.
And then things get even more intense.
Ow!
Luna has this vivid dream.
Yeah, okay.
And in this dream, a voice warns her that her magic could be deadly.
Whoa, that's a serious warning.
Yeah, it's like a wake-up call for her.
Dreams can be powerful like that, right?
Yeah, Phil.
They tap into something deep.
So now she knows she can't just ignore this magic.
She has to learn more about it.
Exactly. She needs answers.
So what does she do?
She goes to see this wise old man.
Oh, like a mentor figure.
Yeah, his name is Elder Thomas.
Elder Thomas, okay.
And he knows about magic.
Interesting. So he's the go-to guy for magic knowledge.
And he tells her that magic used to be common in Greystone.
Really?
Yeah, but people were using it for bad things.
Oh, so that's why they banned it.
Exactly. They saw the harm it could cause.
It's like a history lesson, but also a warning.
Yeah, it's reminding us that even good things can be misused.
Sadly, that's true.
Like, we see that in the real world all the time, right?
Mm-hmm. Good intentions gone wrong.
So now Luna's in a tough spot.
What does she do?
She has this big decision to make.
What's that?
Does she keep her magic a secret?
Play it safe?
Or does she use it to help people?
Even though it's dangerous.
Even though it's risky.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a real dilemma. And it kind of mirrors the choices we face in our own lives, right?
Absolutely. Like, do we use our talents to help others, or do we just keep them to ourselves?
So what does Luna choose?
I'm on the edge of my seat here.
She decides to use her magic.
Wow, brave decision.
But she's going to do it carefully.
Good, she's learned her lesson.
She knows it's powerful and she doesn't want to hurt anyone.
That's a good approach.
It's all about balance, right?
Exactly. Power controlled, not controlling.
I like that.
It's a valuable lesson, I think.
Definitely something to think about.
For sure.
So Luna's journey is just beginning.
I can't wait to see what she does next.
Me too. But before we get into that,
Okay.
I want to take a quick look at some of the vocabulary
Good idea.
that pops up in this first part of the story.
Words are the building blocks of stories after all.
Exactly. And this story is great for English learners
Because it uses simple language.
yeah, clear and easy to understand.
And the repetition helps too, right?
Oh, definitely. When you see a word multiple times,
It sticks in your brain.
it makes it easier to remember.
So what are some of the key words we've encountered so far?
Well, we've got secret, of course,
Naturally.
magic,
Essential.
power, which comes up a lot,
Right.
dangerous,
Important.
right,
Big theme there.
and control.
Another crucial one.
And those words aren't just important for understanding the story.
Right. They connect to bigger ideas.
Yeah, like responsibility and making wise decisions.
It's all woven together.
So even though this story is simple,
It has depth.
it's got these deeper themes looking beneath the surface.
Like an iceberg.
Exactly. And we're just starting to explore those themes.
I'm excited to dive deeper.
Me too. But we'll save that for the next part of our deep dive.
Sounds good. I'm ready when you are.
Great. We'll be right back after a short break. Luna's story is pretty exciting, right? Like, it really makes you think about magic and power and stuff.
Yeah, it does. And it also makes you think about choices.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Luna had this huge decision to make.
Right, right.
And we all have choices to make in our own lives.
That's true.
We might not have like actual magic powers,
Yeah, probably not.
but we all have something special about us, you know?
What do you mean by something special? Like, what kind of things?
Well, think about someone who's really good at music.
Okay, yeah.
They can play these beautiful songs that make people happy.
Right.
That's a kind of magic in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess you could see it that way.
But they have to decide how to use that talent.
So they could use their music to, like, make money,
Right.
or they could use it to help people.
Exactly.
It's like they have a choice, just like Luna.
Yeah, a choice about how to use their gift.
What about someone who's really funny?
Oh yeah, someone who can make people laugh.
Yeah.
They have a gift for humor.
Mm-hmm.
They can use that gift to make people feel better, cheer them up.
But they could also use it to be mean or make fun of people.
That's true. They could use it in a negative way.
So that would be like using their magic in the wrong way.
Exactly. It's about making good choices with your talents.
So even though this is just a story about a girl with magic powers,
It's also about life in a way.
it's like a little lesson for us.
That's the power of stories, right? They can teach us things even if they're made up.
So we don't need magic powers to be like Luna
We can all make good choices.
and use our talents to make the world a better place.
That's a great way to put it.
But how do we do that? Like, how do we figure out what our magic is?
Well, first you got to figure out what you're good at.
Okay.
What do you love to do? What makes you feel happy and helpful?
So it could be anything, really.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Maybe I'm good at drawing, or maybe I'm good at listening to people and helping them with their problem.
Exactly. Everyone has something special about them. It's just a matter of finding it.
Okay, so once we find it, then what?
Then you got to use it wisely.
Like Luna,
It's like Luna.
we have to learn to control our magic and use it for good.
Be responsible with it.
It's almost like we have to make our own rules, like the rules in Greystone,
But for our own talents.
right? Our own personal Greystone rules.
I like that analogy.
So we have to decide how we're going to use our special talents
And make sure we use them in a way that helps people.
and doesn't hurt anyone.
That's the key.
There's a lot to think about.
It is. It's deep stuff.
Luna's story seems so simple,
On the surface, yeah.
but it really has a lot of meaning,
It reminds us that we all have the power to make a difference.
even in small ways.
Even in small ways.
We just got to be brave enough to use our magic.
And wise enough to use it well.
That's a good message,
For everyone.
even if you're just learning English.
Especially if you're learning English.
Okay, so now I'm thinking about my own magic.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I like to make people laugh.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe that's my special
I'm
talent.
a wonderful talent to have.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Making people laugh is a gift.
Aw, thanks.
It brings joy. It can make people feel better.
That's true.
It's a powerful thing.
But sometimes I worry, you know?
What do you worry about?
Like, what if I make a joke that hurts someone's feelings?
That's a valid concern.
It's like what we were talking about before.
Using your magic in the wrong way.
Exactly.
It's good that you're thinking about that.
Yeah.
It shows you're being responsible.
Okay, good.
Just like Luna had to learn to control her magic,
Yeah.
you can learn to use your humor in a way that makes people happy without hurting anyone.
So I can still make jokes,
Of course.
but I need to be careful
Be mindful.
and think about how my jokes might make other people feel.
Yeah, think about the impact of your words.
It's like having my own Greystone rules for humor.
Exactly your own guidelines for using your gift.
I think I'm starting to get it. Like, we all have this something special inside us.
Yeah.
This kind of magic that we can use to make the world a better place.
And it doesn't have to be something big or dramatic. Even small acts of kindness can make a difference.
Like what kind of things?
Like helping someone carry groceries. Or listening to a friend who's feeling sad.
Just being there for someone.
Exactly. Those little things can have a big impact.
It's like those ripples we talked about before.
Oh, yeah.
Even a small action can spread out and create a bigger change.
It's a ripple effect.
Luna's story is a good reminder that we all have the power to do good things.
Even if we don't have literal magic powers.
Right. We can all be a little bit like Luna.
That's a great takeaway.
Thanks for helping me understand this story better.
You're welcome. I'm glad we could explore it together.
It's amazing how much we can learn from a simple story like The Secret Power.
Stories have a way of sneaking up on you.
I'm going to try to use my magic to make the world a little bit brighter, just like Luna.
That's a wonderful goal.
Thanks.
And remember, we're all learning together.
Yeah.
Keep exploring, keep growing, and keep sharing your unique gifts with the world.
That's great advice. Thanks for being here.
It's been my pleasure.
Well, that's all the time we have for our deep dive today.
Already.
I know it flew by.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
And remember,
Everyone has a special kind of magic inside them.
just waiting to be shared with the world.
Okay, so now I'm thinking about my own magic.
Oh, yeah. What are you thinking?
Well, like I said, I like to make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's my special talent.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so. Yeah, making people laugh is a gift.
You really think so?
Oh, absolutely. It brings joy. It can make people feel better.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a powerful thing.
But sometimes I worry,
About what?
like what if I make a joke that hurts someone's feelings?
I see. Yeah, that's a valid concern.
It's like what we were talking about before.
Using your magic the wrong way.
Exactly.
It's good that you're thinking about that, though.
Yeah.
It shows you're being responsible.
Okay, good.
Just like Luna had to learn to control her magic, you can learn to use your humor in a way that makes people happy without hurting anyone.
So I can still make jokes,
Of course. Of course.
but I need to be careful.
Be mindful.
Think about how my jokes might make other people feel.
Yeah, think about the impact.
It's like having my own Greystone rules for humor,
I like that. Your own guideline.
for using my gift.
Exactly.
I think I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
Like, we all have this something special inside us.
We do.
This magic that we can use to make the world a better place.
And it doesn't have to be something big or flashy or anything.
Yeah.
Even small acts of kindness can make a difference.
Like what kind of things?
Helping someone with their groceries.
Oh, yeah, simple stuff.
Listening to a friend who's having a tough time.
Just being there for them.
Exactly. Those little things add up.
It's like those ripples we talked about.
The ripple effect.
Even a small action can have a bigger impact.
It spreads out.
I like that Luna's story is a good reminder that we all have this power,
To do good.
even if we don't have literal magic powers.
Right. We can all be a little bit like Luna.
Thanks for helping me understand this story better.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was fun to explore it with you.
It's amazing how much we can learn from a simple story like The Secret Power.
I know, right? Stories have a way of sneaking up on you like that.
I'm going to try to use my magic to make the world a little bit brighter, just like Luna.
I love that. That's a great goal.
Thanks.
And remember, we're all learning together.
Yeah.
Keep exploring, keep growing, and keep sharing your unique gifts with the world.
That's great advice. Thanks for being here.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, our deep dive into The Secret Power.
Wow, time flew by.
I know, right? Thanks for listening, everyone. And remember, you have that magic inside you, too.
Share it with the world.